Hello, people. How are you? I'm excited about today. We are talking about appreciation through acts of service. So, things that you can do to show that you appreciate them. Pretty exciting. It's going to be fun. I hope you all had a good week. I'm excited to talk about appreciation. It's important to know how to appreciate people and things like that. I hope everyone had a good day, week, month. It's April 9th, in case you needed to know the date. We're just going to wait like 1 minute for more people to see if they'll join, and then we'll get started. Today we're talking about appreciation. That was a lot. Today we're talking about appreciation through acts of service. So what type of things you can do to show that you appreciate someone. We're going to talk about how Girl Scouts appreciates volunteers. And then we'll talk about what you can do at home, which would be super fun and exciting. I hope everybody had a good week. I hope everybody's ready for summer. I think it's going to be a hot summer where I live. So yeah, but I'm excited. Ta-da! Alrighty, we will get started. So today we're talking about appreciation through acts of service. So I'm going to talk about the people and what it means to do acts of service, and then I'm going to talk about how Girl Scouts shows act of service and appreciation for their volunteers, and then we'll do things that you can do at home to show your appreciation through acts of service. So, some people in the world prefer the language of appreciation as an act of service. So it's an action that speaks louder than words. So that typically means that people go for like the don't tell me you care, show me that you care type of thing. Today we want to focus on some of the best ways to show appreciation to those who do agree with the act of service, and how you can show act of service even at your house today, or when you go out, or when you do finally decide you're going to start working and things like that. So how do we begin to create a culture of appreciation in which meaningful volunteer recognitions lets all volunteers know that their service is valued? So a lot of companies do take volunteers, and it is important to know that, to let their volunteers know that they do appreciate them and that they accept all their work and that they really like that they're helping and volunteering with them. So the key points to remember on recognition are simple. You want to do it well, you want to do it often, and you want to make it meaningful. So you don't want to do something that's not meaningful or that nobody would care about. You want to do something that would be really exciting and really get your volunteers to be excited that they are volunteering for you. These examples, these like key points to recognition may be simple to remember, but putting them into action is a bit more complex, but it is totally doable. Creating a culture of appreciation doesn't mean that you should give everyone an award. You have so many volunteers who come to volunteer for so many different reasons, so it's important to provide meaningful acknowledgments of the specific time, energy, skill, and passion that the volunteer shares with you. So whether they're volunteering for 4 hours, 4 minutes, 4 days, 4 months, 40 years, it doesn't matter how long they're there for, but you want to recognize them for everything that they do and everything with their skills, their time, energy, and passion, and that they share with you as well. The ideal recognition system includes the blended types of recognitions to meet the needs of everybody. So you can do formal awards, informal rewards, like awards and then rewards, and then they kind of sound the same. And then you have them for different types of volunteer roles so that not everybody is left out. People volunteer for countless reasons, but underneath all volunteers, there are motives by quality of their performance. So while we recognize volunteering is, of course, to show appreciation to whether it's Girl Scouts or like volunteering at an animal shelter or volunteering at a school or wherever you're volunteering, you do know that that person appreciates you and is excited to be there, but it's also to show that you appreciate them helping just as much as they appreciate what you do in your group. You use recognition to educate community members on the meanings and the valued efforts of the volunteers. So if you volunteer at Girl Scouts, you are helping girls, and it's important that they know that they're helping girls. If you're volunteering at a school, you're helping kids learn how to read or something like that. That is important to know because reading is an important skill that everybody needs, and you helping to help that person read is important. Am I still live? Okay, I accidentally left the room on accident. That was wild. Am I still live? I think so. Okay. I'm back though, so don't worry. Showing that you appreciate someone also gives people outside of the community and outside of whatever you're volunteering for, it gives them an idea and inspires them to also join. So that's what I think is a really big important thing, is that if I volunteered in an animal shelter and I made cat toys or I played with the cats or the dogs or whatever, and then somebody was to appreciate me doing that, then I would go out and I would spread the word, and then other people would also join and go play with the cats or the dogs or whatever. And it doesn't even have to be at the same place. It could be a different animal shelter, or it could be something totally different instead that they want to volunteer for. Recognition gives the knowledge of someone's service, impact, and contribution to the field that they're in. People volunteer for multiple reasons, and underneath it all, most volunteers are motivated by the impact they make, whether that's with the cats and the dogs in the animal shelter, whether it's with the girls and Girl Scouts, whether it's with the students at school. You are making an impact on somebody or something's life, and that is very important for people to acknowledge. When you know their time and energy is appreciated and that they are valued, volunteers feel more invested in the organization and happy that the work they are doing has a noticeable impact. So at Girl Scouts, you have volunteers that are co-leaders, they lead troops. You have volunteers that work and do activities with the girls, and every one of those people does make an impact in girls' lives. And I think it's important to know that those volunteers are making a big difference in people's lives. So yeah, that's exciting. So Girl Scouts recognizes everyone from adult volunteers to the spirit of volunteering or to the commitment, the support, all of that. So that's really exciting. And then it shows all of the development of the group and how much you put into it and how much the volunteer puts into it, and it overall helps whether it's the cats, the dogs, the people, everything. Some ideas. So you can easily do appreciation through acts of service for someone in your family. You could do it for a friend, a teacher, anybody that you're near at this time. You could do appreciation through acts of service. So you can send flowers. People buy flowers and they can be like sent to someone, well, like to your house, and then you can give them to your mom. You can go buy flowers. You can pick flowers outside and make like a bouquet. A really easy one to do is hold the door for someone. So like if you're going into a restaurant, you hold the door open for someone when they're leaving or entering, whether that's your parents, your sisters, your grandparents, whoever. You can bring someone their favorite snack. You can stay and assist them with an event. So like me and my mom did a lot of volunteering together for Girl Scouts. So she would volunteer for like the Halloween trunk or treats. And then I would also volunteer so that we could do it together and go to an event together. And that shows that I appreciate her going to volunteer at Girl Scouts. And I also went and volunteered with her as well. So you can help and assist them in an event. You can offer to do simple tasks like taking out the trash or doing the dishes or things like that. Something that's not a designated chore for you. So like my designated chore is to feed the cats and stuff like that. But I do the dishes for my mom every once in a while, or I'll take the trash out for my brother every once in a while. So you do something that's not a chore for you, but you do it for someone else. You can help them do work with them that they don't necessarily like to do or they're not good at. You can teach them how to be good at something. So my brother recently got into golfing. I don't know how to golf. I don't understand it. So he's been trying to help me learn how to golf. So something like that. You can bring them ice cream. Everybody likes ice cream. Bring them a snack. You could, well, if you're old enough, you could drive them somewhere. So there's all these things that you can do to show your appreciation to somebody near you or somebody like that. So I think that you should think about it, think about how you would do it, and then decide, okay, once a week or once a month, I'm going to do one thing to show my appreciation in an act of service. So, yeah, I hope this was fun and exciting to learn about. I had fun talking about it. This is the end of my Facebook Live. Thanks for joining. Bye.